What's going on, guys? We are back with our top 10 players 2017, and at number 4, the very first Gale Force Esports member, and I bet we'll be seeing the other two at some point, ViolentPanda, the team captain for Gale Force, makes it in at number 4, and I'll let you know why he's below the other ones, as well as their accomplishments and all that. So first off, Gale Force is honestly the most accomplished team to ever play this game. They were formed at the perfect time, right before the extreme international LAN exposure that Rocket League got, and they came at the perfect time. Problem was they kept coming in second place and everything, but still making the grand finals when every other team in this new age of Rocket League is so inconsistent, and they cannot get consistent results time and time again. Gale Force trumps every other team because of those reasons. They got number 2 in their first tournament, which was, of course, a DreamHack Summer to Flipside Tactics. They got number 2 at X Games. They got number 2 at DreamHack Atlanta. They got number 5 at Northern Arena. So that was their one bad one. And then, of course, they win the Season 4 World Championships, and then number 2 at E-League. And, even though we're not counting it, they did win the NBC Universal Open as well, ViolentPanda and KDOT. But ViolentPanda, he had a pretty crazy 2017. He had an org go full steam behind him alone to try and recreate a team to create success. And Gale Force, hats off to them. Hats off to that org. They did exactly that. ViolentPanda season number 3, obviously with Pashy and Chaussette, they just miss out on making the World Championships, losing to Mocket. And ViolentPanda, he came from 2016 where he was on a team with Devo and Pashy that he was always overshadowed on that team. Everyone talks about the leadership of Pashy, everyone talks about the Devo plays, the Devo double taps, but this was ViolentPanda's time to shine a little bit. He was with Pashy still, obviously, and then they picked up Chaussette because Devo left. And it really started to show. ViolentPanda looked like the best player on that team throughout that season. And then we go forward, and Gale Force is like, hey, we're going to build a team around you. He picks up one of his best friends in Rocket League, KDOT, a person he always wanted to team up with. And then they pick up the MVP Turbo Pulsar from season... Or, I'm sorry, not the MVP. The runner-up to MVP, but the world champion Turbo Pulsar in season 3. And they just formed this ultimate team. And even when Turbo is first tournament with them, they come in second. But ViolentPanda has always shown great leadership. He's a great passer. He's probably one of the best vision players, I would say, on, basically in the world. But we see passes like this here. Just he keeps looking for his two teammates. He knows the weapons he has with Turbo and KDOT, and he tries to feed them the ball. That doesn't mean he can't score either, though. In season number 4, I felt like he was doing everything on the team. He was scoring, he was assisting, he was the standout player to me during league play. He got my 3rd place MVP vote and was the only one from Gale Force, just because they're all so good that sometimes it's hard to pick a valuable player there because they all can carry each other. But that was his probably best performance on the team compared to his teammates with Turbo and KDOT. Usually, it's who's going to carry, Turbo or KDOT, and ViolentPanda is always around, always there to help that happen, but he's usually not the one in the forefront, but still a phenomenal player on his own. And it's just insane. He was the team captain. He's the one who has to try and keep this team with a level head when everyone knows, everyone expected them to be amazing from the start. And a lot of second place finishes, that's got to be rough to go through, but his leadership definitely helped KDOT and Turbo. It showed in the Season 4 World Championship, and it still shows when you come in second at E-League and all that. So ViolentPanda, my one gripe with him is once in a while, this has happened more lately, from what I've seen, is he will give away ball possession maybe a little bit too soon when he knows he has no pass attempt. He will just throw the ball away, so basically a line change, but I think he does it a little bit too often, and I'd rather see him keep more possession of the ball, so then eventually Turbo or KDOT can come up and assist him on the play. But ViolentPanda might be 3rd on his team, but he is no slouch, and Gale Force is the most accomplished team we have ever seen in Rocket League, and I expect that to continue. They just look like there's no slowing down for them in the toughest region in the world, and they're still doing this time and time again. ViolentPanda, man, what a year he had. Season 3, just missing out on the World Championship. Comes back, brand new team, built around him. The org had the utmost confidence in him, like in his ability, and it paid off for them with the World Championship title in season number 4, winning it in the fewest games ever as well. So they just absolutely dominated. And then, I mean, they back it up with the E-League performance. They backed it up all summer when the team was first made, and it was just a phenomenal performance all around. But ViolentPanda comes in at number 4. I would say definitely one of the best passers in the game we have right now. And I think the only thing is sometimes the ball possession will get a little sketchy with him, but he's usually that one that stays up a little bit more. Well, K-Dop and Turbo, they play a little bit more defense, and then they let ViolentPanda facilitate the offense with some plays. Not like that pass, but hey, you know what? Turns into a goal anyway. Sometimes that's all you need is the ViolentPanda luck. And ViolentPanda, he comes in at number 4 on my top 10 players of 2017. VIP, one of my favorite players. And we'll see number 3 very shortly, guys. And we're getting down to the wire, so if you can guess the top 3, put it down in the comments, and we'll see if you are correct. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.